much. I don't believe it's going to be any hidden secret that the sheriff of the county is against this recreational marijuana. All law enforcement is against it, and I'll give you some examples. I actually did a lot of things that were set up here, and I don't want to repeat a lot of things, but here's what I will tell you. I'm going to give you some scary thoughts. I've been sheriff for quite a few years in Ashtabula County, and law enforcement as we knew it years ago has totally changed. It's not even close to being the same as the first day that I actually walked in the office. If I stand here and tell you that between 92 to 95% of the 25,000 calls that just the sheriff's department gets in Ashtabula County per year, between 92 and 95% are drug related. We share all of these complaints, certainly with the prosecutor, the charges and the arrests that we make daily. We see drug abuse that is completely out of control. We are seeing deaths because people are on drugs so bad and getting bad drugs on top of it. You know, I want you to step back a second because this is astonishing to me when I saw it and I listened to it. I think everybody watches television. You take a look at the ads that are on television. It's appalling to me that they would use a little girl with the seizures. That's bad enough. But let me tell you one other thing. You know the 10 target locations that they're talking about that will be able to produce the marijuana, to cultivate it, so for sale? Do you realize that them 10 groups, each group, and it hasn't been passed, have put in $2 million apiece for the advertisement to get this to pass? What is that telling you? I know what it's telling me. There's a lot of money in it for certain people. Forget about the taxes. You know, when they talk about the taxes, Mrs. Carlo said that they want to make all these millions and billions of dollars to put in the revenue stream. I remember hearing that. Did everybody hear that about the lottery? It was going to bail out the schools. I know schools are struggling right now. So I'm telling you, in my opinion, it's all about big business and it's all about individuals. And it certainly is 100% a gateway drug to all the other illegal drugs. The opiates, okay, the cocaine, heroin, drug of trade. People are dying daily. And then when you talk about the serious calls that we go to every day, okay, and the murders, I've never seen so much. It's spiraling out of control. And by this passage, it's just going to make it worse. Let me give you another thought. Everybody talks about who's against and who's for. And listen, I sign a lot of CCW license to people that abide by the rules. They go through school, they do the shooting, they come in, we can do a background check with them, they pass, they get a CCW license. Can you imagine having somebody that smokes marijuana carrying a gun around? I don't like it. And I certainly don't think a police officer would certainly like it if he pulls somebody over or goes to a house where there's some irate people. They have a license to carry a gun, which is legal, but they're on marijuana. Folks, marijuana is a drug, period. We all go to the drugstore now. This is how life has changed. And this is what we didn't talk about, but this is how life has changed. Go to the drugstore because you got a cold. You got a head cold, your sinus says, go get Sudafed. You got to sign your life away. They take a look at your driver's license. It doesn't make any difference who it is. Why is that? Because the world has changed. People are abusing. We give them the opportunity to do it legally. And then we talk about it can be in schools and amongst our kids. And it's going to affect people's reaction time. Certainly going to not help them as far as their judgment and the control. You know, the parents would just have that much more problems, and we will have that much more problems. It was brought up about the drugs and the dogs. We do have canines that are trained. A lot of law enforcement agencies have the canines. We will have to revisit that if that would pass. It would be a disaster. We certainly don't want an illegal search. Okay, so, and that's some of the things that we're going to have to face on a daily basis. I want you to remember the ads. Them are important. If you look at them ads, it's just about money, and it's just about individuals. And let me tell you one other thing. There is no such thing as a breathalyzer for marijuana. So if somebody is impaired in driving, you can't do a breathalyzer to get them on marijuana. It stays in your system for 30 days. I am going to tell you, if you have a problem and you either hit somebody or kill somebody and you're marijuana, we already know that in Colorado the rate has increased like 38% in traffic fatalities with marijuana. And with that, here's what I ask you to do. Think about what they're trying to get us to do and get you to do. It's not about saving an individual girl's life because she's having a whole bunch of seizures. It's not about, other than people wanting big business and make a lot of money. It's not going to help us out. What it's going to do is create more crime for us and make us a lot of people unsafe in their own homes, and when they go to stores, and when they do just recreational things. We certainly don't want it around the kids. We teach them every day in school about rules and regulations. If we allow this, it's going to get out of control. My suggestion is tell everybody. I think it should be voted down. Hopefully it's voted down, because if it's not, we're going to pay some heavy dividends. Thank you.